So, let me ask you something. Is your mind still just racing the second your head hits the pillow? If that's you, trust me, you are so not alone. Today, we're going to dive into 5 really profound, yet surprisingly simple Japanese evening rituals. They're all designed to calm your mind, relax your body, and just guide you toward a perfect night's sleep. Ready? Let's explore how we can find that calm. You know that feeling, right? You'd had a long day, you're physically exhausted, but your brain just refuses to get the memo. It will not switch off. Instead, it's replaying conversations, stressing about tomorrow, and scrolling through a mental to-do list that just never seems to end. In our hyper-connected world, our minds are just constantly being pinged by screens, notifications, and stress. And honestly, they often just forget how to power down. And this really captures the 2 paths our evenings can take. On one side, there's the chaotic evening, we've all been there, the endless scrolling, the racing thoughts, all that stress just carrying over. But on the other side, well, that's the calm we're aiming for. Intentional, mindful, a gentle transition where the day feels truly complete. This whole explainer is about how we build that bridge from chaos to calm. And that brings us to this really crucial shift in thinking. The solution isn't about trying harder to fall asleep. I mean, that never works, right? Sleep isn't something you can conquer or force. It's something you have to invite. And Japanese culture has this beautiful philosophy around this. It's all about gentle, intentional rituals that prepare your body and mind for rest, making sleep the natural, effortless conclusion to your day. So where do we start? It all begins with creating a clear separation from the day that's just passed. This section is all about physically and mentally letting go of all that tension we've been carrying around, one ritual at a time. First up is the Japanese ritual bath, or Ofuro. Now, this is so much more than just getting clean. It's a deliberate, meditative practice. The key here is the intention. See, you rinse your body before you get in the tub, so the bath itself is purely for relaxation, not washing. You immerse yourself in the hot water and just let go. The Ofuro acts as this really powerful psychological boundary. As the warm water soothes your muscles, you can literally visualize it washing away the worries, the frustrations, and all the stresses of the day. You don't just emerge clean, you emerge feeling renewed. Okay, after the bath, we move into a gentle conversation with our body. And let me be clear, this is not a workout at all. It's about slow, mindful movements. You really want to pay attention to the areas where you hold stress, your neck, your shoulders, your lower back. As you breathe into each stretch, you're not forcing anything. You're just gently encouraging your muscles to release their grip. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It is almost impossible to have a peaceful, quiet mind when your body is still all tensed up and buzzing with the energy of the day. By calming the physical self first, you create the perfect foundation for that mental stillness to follow. It's that simple. Okay, so our body is feeling relaxed. Now, let's bring our senses into the mix. These next 2 rituals are all about using scent and taste to signal to your brain on a really primal level that it is time to wind down and get ready for rest. I love this idea of scentscaping. Think of yourself as an architect of atmosphere. You're intentionally using aroma to transform your bedroom from just a room into a true sanctuary for sleep. Over time, that subtle hint of sandalwood or lavender will create such a powerful association with relaxation in your brain. But this is about more than just having a nice smell in the background, It's about actively participating. Take a moment to consciously inhale that scent. As you breathe in that calming aroma, you are literally breathing in a state of tranquility. It's a very simple but really profound little meditative act. You'll notice a theme here. Just like the bath, preparing a warm drink is about the process, not just the outcome. It's about slowing way down. Notice the sound of the water heating up. Watch the steam rise as you pour. Hold that warm cup in your hands. This small, mindful practice works wonders on calming the nervous system from the inside out. And if you're looking for some authentic and, of course, caffeine-free options, here are some fantastic suggestions. Mugicha, which is roasted barley tea, is an absolute classic. It's nutty, it's comforting, and it's incredibly popular in Japan. All of these teas are designed to be soothing, not stimulating. So we've taken care of the body and the senses. Now for what might just be the biggest challenge in our modern lives, creating a calm mental and digital environment. This final ritual, Honestly, this could be the most transformative of them all. To really get this last step, we need to understand this beautiful Japanese concept, yutori. It's this idea of creating spaciousness in your life, of being unhurried and free from pressure. The final ritual is a direct application of yutori to your evening, creating that essential buffer of serenity before you try to sleep. And here it is, the digital sunset. It's simple, but man, it is not easy. An hour before you plan to sleep, you power everything down. We know the blue light from screens messes with our melatonin, but just as importantly, the content, the news, the emails, the scrolling, it keeps our minds wired and anxious. By putting the screens away and dimming the lights, you give your mind the space it desperately needs to naturally slow down. Think of the digital sunset like a gentle off-ramp for your brain. You can't expect to go from 100 miles an hour on the digital highway straight to a peaceful, dreamy sleep. It just doesn't work that way. You need this transition space, this moment of quiet, to bridge those two worlds. And there you have it, 5 powerful rituals, all grounded in Japanese wisdom. So now the big question is, how do you actually start weaving these practices into your own life? Here it is, your evening ritual toolkit all in one place. You've got 5 distinct but complementary practices. The bath and stretching prepare your body. The scentscaping and warm drinks soothe your senses. And that digital sunset, that's what calms the mind. Now, I know looking at that list might feel a little overwhelming, but this right here is the most important takeaway. The goal is not perfection. It's about progress. You absolutely do not have to implement all 5 of these rituals tonight. Just choose one. Start small. The real power is in the consistency of the act, not the quantity. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Take one more look at this list. Which one of these small acts of self-care is calling out to you the most? Which single ritual will you choose to begin your journey to better sleep tonight?